Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. I feel like I want to start out by saying, today is less than 24 hours, I guess, that I'm hearing different stories when the hurricane is going to pop Florida really bad. I have family in Florida, and I'm sure they're all moved out by now if they're in the hard places. But I'm thinking of someone in particular, and it's one of our friends, mine, and I'm sure a lot of you. But do you watch, or have you used to watch? Has been in hospice care for a while now. Lori's Thrifty Kitchen. So Lori is a retired hospital chaplain, and she is single, has no one living with her, before she moved into. She had hospice come in and take care of her, but these storms and weather and just the threat of no water, no power while on hospice has made her move on to a hospital care facility. Anyway, she's in her home is a mobile home in a mobile home park in Winter Haven, Florida. And she doesn't mind me telling you that because she's got that written as her address on her webpage on her YouTube page. So if you are the praying type, think of all of the people in her mobile home park, because the red dot this morning on the news showed that hurricane was going to go right through Winter Haven, Florida. And I know they wibble and they wobble and they peter out, and I'm hoping for a miracle for her. I don't think that she'll probably be going back home other than to pick up some things if there's still a home to go back to. Okay, so what was I going to say? Today is Wednesday. I said that, and it's What's Up Wednesday. And this is an open collaboration. You can do whatever you want for What's Up Wednesday. Just tell us what's up at your house. And it's hosted at Tijo Creates. That's Tijo Creates. Tijo Creates. And so all are invited, and you post on Wednesday. And I'm very late getting this up. I didn't even post it all yesterday. Things got behind when I had a virus last week, and it put me down. And so I let things go around here, and I have sons at home, and sons are not the same in my family as are the daughters. So the daughters are caretakers, and the sons are like, what's for dinner? So anyway, let's see. We've got this. I want to show you. My name is Kendra, and by the way, this is my channel. And if you're new here and you're just seeing this for the first time, it's kind of a rambled bunch of stuff that's going on. I'll get to that in a minute. And here's my bucket list. And so today, I should have marked it. So I did a bucket list for October. And I'm not going in order, but I'm Xing things that I've already done. I have done a Starbucks run, make harvest vegetable beef soup, donated some food to the church pantry, tried a new tea. What's this? Oh, a fall music playlist. Is that it? A simmer pot. And that just means my littlest crock pot with some stuff in it. Okay? And then I think that is it. Okay, so today I think what I'm going to do later in the day is I'm going to, with any luck at all, you know what? I did this yesterday, but it wasn't a rom-com. I watched Good People, and it was a movie with Morgan Freeman. It was on Prime, and it was about people who had their lives sort of swirling around addiction and how that caused families to fall apart. Sounds really dreadful and depressing, but it was a wonderful movie. And speaking of which, I have my addiction, sober anniversary is, and I didn't even put it here, the 28th, 2017, the 28th of October, I stopped drinking for good. And sometimes that was a problem for me. Most of the times it just numbed me, and that's what I was looking for. You didn't need all this information, but I'm so much happier without alcohol in my life. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to get this out of your way. And I'm going to tell you that today's dinner is, let me show you my menu again. So we did this last night, hot dogs, french fries, just no big deal. It was easy. And then tonight I think I'm going to do, where is it? I don't know. You know what? I went off the path. I went off the beaten path. Today we're going to have jambalaya. That's what we'll do. Jambalaya, sausage, shrimp, peppers, onions. Yeah, because I've got a bunch of fresh peppers to use up. Onions, tomatoes, rice. I don't have any Cheddar Bay biscuits, but I can fake that with some Bisquick and some cheese and some spices. There's lots of dupe recipes out there for Cheddar Bay biscuits, so get you one and try that. Okay, so thank you for hosting this, and I'm happy to be in it this Wednesday. All right, so that's, I'm not going to show you my recipe for the white chicken chili, because that's next week. I'm a little rambled. I'm folding laundry, I'm having coffee, and let me tell you this is funny. It was funny to me anyway. So yesterday, day before, there was a call from Poulsbo, which is a town just about 40 miles from here. No, 40 minutes, not 40 miles, 40 minutes from here. One of my kids works in Poulsbo. Anyway, a woman was calling for help. She was trapped in her car, in her own yard, surrounded by 100, I kid you not, plus, you got to Google this. Poulsbo, let me spell that for you. Hold on. Okay. So how you spell it is Poulsbo, Poulsbo, Washington. So this woman had been feeding raccoon on her property like dogs for 35 years. And they had become, and how did the sheriff put it, aggressive panhandlers day and night. She could not get out of her yard. She couldn't take her car anywhere because they surrounded it. She couldn't get out her door, in her house, nothing. So anyway, I know that doesn't sound as funny as I think it is, but I don't know what in the world changed them from just, a few coming around to this is how it's going to be. And good heavens, if she had a little doggy, because I worry about that. They can, or chickens in the backyard. Anyway, so the police don't exactly know what they want to do. She had called a private company to come and trap them before she called the sheriff because she was trapped in her car. The private trapper wanted, I don't know, $100 a head, and there were 100 of them. I will never, ever feed a raccoon or any other, like possum. A lot of people open their back doors and put a dog dish out and let them, come up to the door and pet them and stuff. Raccoon are filthy, filthy animals. They can really spread some nasty, parasites and things like that. They're bad. And they poo like a dog. You know what I mean? So anyway, she must have a mess to clean up. And I bet she gets fined by the city. I bet the people of Poulsbo or Washington are in the know on the city council or whatever, nosing around that. There's money to be made there. There's gold in them our hills. You know what I mean? Okay. So that was what I thought that was a crazy thing. It's, they've been raising heck day and night, by the way. I didn't tell you that part. Apparently they're very, very noisy when there are 100 of them. Okay. Let's see. I think, seemed like there was one more thing I was going to tell you. I don't know what it was, but I'm not going to leave this go too long. I don't want to, I know what I was going to tell you. When I got sick, I had an appointment with somebody to come take a look at my roof. We bought this house in 2020, and I've always been eyeballing that roof on the house part. We've got a shed that's on the property too. Not a shed, it's a big shop. And I've always been saying that the roofs look a little iffy. And they've been patting me on the head. Now, let us take care of it, you know, the males here, my husband and adult sons. Anyway, it needs to be looked at. And so it's going to be done today. I had to put it off. And they're going to be here. Just one guy. He said, "You live right?" And I said, "Yeah." And he goes, "I'm your neighbor. I live like 4 doors down." You know, you go off the property and down the road. And he's like, he said, "I'm the first horse farm on the right." Okay. So that's kind of cool. Now, he's going to come and give me an estimate. And we haven't put a roof on a house since 1999. And it was another house that we owned and sold when we bought this one. Anyway, back then it was crazy expensive, and I just cannot imagine. So when I'm talking to the owner of the company, I have to tell you this part too. I'm talking to the owner of the company, and I'm like, you know, this is what I'm thinking, this is what I want. And he goes, I said, I'm going to call different places and get some, you know, information about how much and when can it be done. One company said 6 to 9 months, and a bunch of roofing companies have closed around here. Oh, what a mess, what a mess. I got to get all of this cleaned up. Oh, that's Bob. Bob's been in the family longer than I have. A woman gave this to my husband before we were married. Bob was he's actually from Paulsbo too. That's what happens. There's your raccoon right there. Anyway, Bob was used, the woman made him, and she also made homemade salsa. And she sold her salsa in the grocery stores. And she put Bob up on the top of the display of her homemade salsa. And there you have it. And now we have him because she stopped doing it. Over the years, Bob has lost a couple of teeth. And he's not as green as he used to be. But he's, gosh, almost 30 years old now. Yeah. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh my word. Okay. So he's asking me, well, is it this kind of roof or that kind of roof? Is it shakes? Is it shingles? And I'm like trying to answer all the questions. And he goes, on my heart, I promise. He said this to me. Is there a man I could talk to? You bless your heart. That came to my mind. I didn't say anything worse than that. I said, I got this. Yeah. And I told him that we'll handle this, you know. So I can't be nasty, though, you know, because like I said, a bunch of roofing companies have just closed. And I don't want to be nasty. I like to laugh at people saying things that are, and I say stupid things too, obviously. And maybe he meant it like, we could get this done faster because I think a man might know more about square footage on the roof. Is that what you call it? I don't know. See, there we are. And so that's that. Okay, I'm going to let you go. I appreciate if you've watched this far. It's now 4:15 a.m.-ish. Yeah, I'm trying to look through the camera. More like 4:17 a.m. And happy fall, y'all. I'm going to get back to my coffee and get back to cleaning. This guy's going to come in and go through the roof access. And I don't want him to think that we've been living like wild dogs in here while I was sick. Bye, and prayers for everybody in the path of the hurricane. Lord protect them. It looks bad. Okay, bye-bye.